Are you ready for yet another bag review? Today, I'm going to go over a couple of my favorite bags, how I use them, and then also a new bag and what I've done to modify it so it can fit the needs of my video production services. We're going to go over 3 bags today, and I'm going to start with the bag I use the most, and this is my favorite bag. It's the Brevite Jumper Camera Bag, and it's awesome. It's small in size, but you can fit so much gear in here, and your phone, your laptop, a sweatshirt, whatever you need can fit in this bag. And I use this if I'm just cruising around town, if I have a small size job, if I'm going to vlog or hike. I also use this to travel. It's small enough in size that it fits right underneath the seat in front of you. I still have room for my feet. I like to stretch out a little bit, and I can easily access all of the things that I enjoy to have at my disposal when I'm traveling. So down here in the front pocket, I just normally put a camera body with a lens attached in this compartment over here. I put my microphone, extra ND filters down here, and then I can put a second lens over here on the size, and it can be any size, a 24 to 105, a 70 to 200, whatever size lens you have, it's going to fit in this compartment over here. Also in the front here, I put anything that I need easy access to, like spare batteries. I have a battery bank that I use to charge my phone, headphones, earbuds, or anything like that that I need for travel. I just put right in here. This top compartment is great. I'll just put a jacket or an extra shirt or something that I might like to have on the airplane. I like to have like a lightweight long sleeve shirt to ride in the airplane comfortably. There is a hidden pocket in here, so lots of times if I have my passport or money or anything like that, I can put it in there. And then there's also a second pocket right here in the front. Sunglasses, car keys, anything like that. I have a little hook in here. I just hook my car keys to, and I know it's safe and sound in here. There's an extra pocket up here that I do one of 2 things. If I'm going hiking or if I'm going on a long walk and I need water, I'll put a Camelback in here, or most of the time my 13-inch laptop will fit here in the compartment. It could probably fit a 14-inch. I'm not sure about the 16-inch, but I have a MacBook Pro, and that's what I put here in the top. And then what's great about this bag, this is like my favorite little feature, it has a cell phone pocket right here. So you can imagine if you're on the plane, you're traveling, you just pull this bag up, you have easy access to your laptop right here. In the front, you have access to your headphones, earbuds, your battery bank if you need to charge your phone, and then your phone right here. Sometimes when I travel, I also put my iPad mini in here with my laptop. It fits just fine. This bag is so flexible. It'll mold however you need it to. If I'm carrying a tripod or a water bottle, I do have that space on the side. This pack does have a side entry for your camera. I hardly use that. I normally just open up the front. I do wish that they put another pocket over here, but I'm sure a lot of people do use the side entry here to grab their camera quickly out of the bottom compartment. But I will say this bag surprised me because of the amount of things I can fit in here, especially for travel. I can also put my tripod here on the bottom if I really want. I've never really done that, but it's an option. So that's why I love this bag. Everything I need, it's very easy to get to. So with that said, let's go to the second bag that I use. My second favorite bag, this one. So I own a video production company, and what I like to do is prepare for any of my jobs or any shoots that I have coming up. I like to prepare as much as possible before I get on site. And this particular bag happens to be made by Porta Brace, but let's just look at the concept of this bag. Basically what you do, you can just open the top, nice and big, and you can just assemble your camera. This can hold a fairly large size rig. So if I am on an all-day shoot and I need to have a rig with a V-mount battery, with a monitor on top, with a microphone mounted on top, lighting, like a small light on top, I can assemble all of that at home, and all I have to do is place it right in here into this Porta Brace bag. This particular one has nice big pockets on each end. It does have some side pockets, but mainly what's great about this is I get on site, I just normally find a staging area where I can place all of my equipment. That's where it all lives and stays. So then when it's time to pack up and leave, I just go to that space, I grab my stuff, and I leave. And what I can do with this bag, this will fit up to 2 rigged out cameras. And I'm not talking about huge cinema cameras. I have an FX3 and an A7S3, but I can put any size lens on there. I can mount a monitor on top. I can do anything that I need to do, and I can place up to 2 in this bag. And that means that when I arrive on site, I just open the bag, I pull out my cameras, I set up my tripods, and I'm ready to go. For the most part, I try to have all settings dialed in before I arrive on site. So I'll spend a few moments to do that. I'll do any sound checks, I'll do any lighting checks, anything like that. But the one thing that I personally do not like to do on site is stand there in front of a client, fidgeting with lenses, putting them on, figuring out all that stuff, where I can just pull everything out. The rig is all put together. The client's impressed. I don't know much your clients, but my clients are always impressed when I pull out an assembled rig. They like to see that, especially if they're hiring you to do a job. And so the more prepared I can be, the better. That's why I love this bag. Now, this bag I don't travel with. I'll use something a little different where it's fine if I need to assemble the lenses and stuff when I arrive. So this is mostly in town, assembled rigs. I have spare batteries in here. Everything I need for a shoot is all here in this bag. I love this bag. It definitely serves a purpose. So with those 2 bags, what I have been looking for is a bag that kind of sits in the middle. So it's a bag that I could potentially travel with. I could have an assembled camera so that when I arrive on a shoot, like especially event shoots, having a bag on your back with everything you need on your back without having to go back and forth and grab your gear is key. And so what I've been searching for is a camera bag that checks off all of those boxes. And that's where the new Peter McKinnon Everyday Backpack comes into play. So let me show you this bag. All right, so here it is, the Peter McKinnon Everyday Backpack. I also have a vlogging setup here, all set up and ready to go. Let me just grab a lens. And this is a 70 to 180 lens, a longer lens, a nice lightweight lens that I carry with me, especially to events. And that way, if I need a longer reach with my lens, I can just swap those out and I'm ready to go. Normally on my camera here, I'll have like a 24 to 105 so that I can zoom in, or a 24 to 70 depending on the situation and the size of crowd, but I do like to be able to have that reach when I am on site. So this is kind of what a typical setup looks like, a camera setup where I have the microphone already attached to the top. I can pull this out and I can just start shooting. So this bag, the Peter McKinnon bag, let's just open this up real quick. So you can enter this bag from 2 locations. The first is this bottom area right here. I do have the full size camera insert, but this has 2 small size inserts. And what really made me buy this bag to try it out was up here. This is called the loft. So I can access the loft either from here inside the bag, or what's really great about this bag, I'm going to pull one of these out because I'm going to show you kind of how I use this bag. And I've come up with a hack to really help me out. So let's go ahead and close this bottom part. You know, when I'm on site and I'm shooting at an event, setting the bag down and opening this back area here to access the equipment that I need, not really ideal. There isn't typically a place for me to do that. And then I have this flap open, and there have been times where I've been in a hurry, and so I forget to zip this part back, and I pick it up, and my camera gear goes everywhere. That's embarrassing and can be expensive if you break things. So anyway, I try to avoid unzipping this back part of a backpack at an event or on a job just because things can go wrong. So what I like to do, and what really made me want to buy this bag, is this top part. This is called the loft. And what's really great, like I mentioned a second ago, is you can open this up and you can have an assembled camera sit right here, right at the top. That is why I bought this bag. This is the very reason why I bought this bag. The other thing that's great about this bag is if I set it down like this, it will stand up. It won't fall over. Every other bag, the other bag I showed you, the jumper bag by Brevite, I think that's how you say their name. If you set that down, it'll just fall over. So what's great about this bag is in tight situations, I can just set this bag down. There are also times when I need to set my camera down to do something, get out another camera, change out the lens. Maybe I need to have a conversation with someone, and it's really nice to be able to just set the bag down, open up this top flap, and I can just place the camera in the loft. Now here is where I was so disappointed when I first got this bag. I open the loft. Here's my basic setup. I just have a small size shotgun mic on here. This is my normal vlogging setup. I went to close it, and it's a tight squeeze. Like I can push the microphone down and shut the top here, but I was just a little bummed about the space of the loft and the size camera and the size setup that it could accommodate. So I got to playing with the bag, and what I learned was if I take one of these inserts out, again, I like to have access to the things I need on site. What I did was I placed the other thin one, I left that in the bag in the rear entry, and then I'm going to go ahead and push this loft down. So you can see that's a deeper area, a deeper loft. Now I can put my camera in there, which is great. It'll fit now, but I have all this empty space that I could really be utilizing for my gear. And so what I did was I just took this second insert, and rather than use it in the bottom of the bag, I put it here on the top. And it's kind of a tight fit, but you can place it in there. I leave this flap up. If you put the flap down, you're going to go back to square one, and you're going to have the same headroom. And a camera set up like this one with a shotgun mic attached to the top just isn't going to work in here. So I just kind of put this in here. I kept that loft piece up. I placed my camera in here, and you can see it's given me just enough space where I can close this flap, this section of the bag, and have my camera sit in there. What's really nice about this is also my favorite thing about this little hack is now I have separated compartments in here that I can put anything else that I might need. It could be a spare microphone, spare batteries, it could be another lens, anything like that. I can put whatever I need for an event right here on the top. So if I need to access my gear for any reason, I just set the bag down and I open this flap and I can access the gear I need. If I need to set my camera down for any reason, I just set it on top. I have hands free. I can do whatever I need to do and get to what I need to get to in my bag for that job. This has been amazing and a big game changer. Now, I use this setup specifically for events. So I'm running around, I'm a run and gun videographer at that point. I'm doing interviews, I'm capturing moments at the event. I need a wide shot of everybody at the event, and I need to be able to zoom in and clue in on participants clapping or laughing or enjoying themselves. I need to be able to zoom in and pick up a speaker on stage, anything like that. This is what I will be using from here on out. It's been incredible so far. And there's other things about this bag that I could go through, but these are the three main setups that I use for a large majority of my jobs. I'll go back to this setup really quick. Down here, that bottom compartment, that's where I'll place like a lens that I think I might use or equipment that I might need in a a sticky situation. I have access to some of the gear, but I leave gear down here that I don't need quick access to. Like, it'll be an effort to get that gear out, but I'll be glad that I have it if I need it. All the other gear that I know I'm probably going to need is going to go up here. I have easy access to it. All my tools, all my lighting that I might have or audio that I might have, spare batteries, anything like that is going to go right up here in the loft. So there you have it. These are the 3 bags that I use the most. It's how I use them. These are my favorite bags. If you're interested in seeing a more in-depth review of any of these bags, just leave a comment below. There's some things I love about this bag. I've only used this for a couple of weeks, but I'd like to give it a little more time. And I might do a more in-depth review of that bag. But either way, if you see something you like, please subscribe. And if you would like to see more videos like these, then join me in the next video. Until then, have a great day.